Of the saints. That's what we're going to be doing. Once we're up in those chariots, okay, we're going to be singing the song of Moses. All right? It's going to be celebration time. For real. All time. Okay? When this place America is destroyed and the elect is beamed up into the so-called UFOs, it's going to be an eternal celebration, man. All right? We're going to be rejoicing forever. Okay? It says, let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Who our ultimate king is Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. And then we ourselves are going to be kings under our king, King David. So we're going to be joyful in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. And Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai taketh pleasure in what we're doing right now. This is the Lord's movie. Okay, the word theater goes back to the word theos, which is Dios. Okay, that's why in Spanish, when people talk about the Creator God, they'll say Dios, which goes back to Theos, which this is all a play. This is all a movie. Okay, playing out. We're all characters within this movie. Okay, just playing our role. And we're hoping to have a good role. Because we were given the script, we were given the scriptures. Okay, we just have to rehearse the scriptures, the righteous acts. And hope we get picked for the part. Okay? Hope we get picked for the part, man. You know? Because, hey, man, at the end of the day, okay, as the Lord really begins to visit this place, and he's about to judge this place, you're going to have Jake jumping out the woodwork, man. Calling upon the names of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? But once again, this is all about 1/3 of the elect. It says, for Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation, and the meek is the humble. Okay? The meek is the elect. He's going to beautify the elect with salvation. Because what comes with that salvation, what comes with going up into those chariots, okay, we're going to be beautified, man. We're going to be given an extra physical body. We're going to go back to looking like our forefathers, man. All you Israelite foreigners, okay, are going to go back to looking like your typical, well, your ancient world Israelite, but extra. Okay, because the ancient Israelites, us in the ancient world, we were buff, we were strong. You know, we had muscle on top of muscle. But these new bodies we're about to receive, these extra physical bodies, alright, you're going to have out of this world godlike strength. Okay, you know how you got like Kimbo's Slucky, you got Kelly Muscle. You know, you got these flex wheelers, these jakes that are just ripped up on steroids. If you want to look like that, okay, minus the roids obviously, but if you want to look like that, you want to just look, you know, super yoked, hey, you can. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai knows what you like. You know, knows what you want for yourself. Or if you just want to look like your typical athletic Jake. You know, kind of buff but still slim. Okay? You could be that slim. But still able to lift a planet if you want. Alright? It's gonna be all spiritual. We're gonna be extra physical. We're gonna be beautified. okay, in that salvation, with that salvation, have spiritual powers, able to fly, okay, able to bring people back from the dead. We're going to have that kind of power. Cure various diseases with just our mind. It says, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. So we just read in Revelation 13 and 10. Okay, that was declared in the Old, in the book of Psalms. Alright? So that's going to happen. Okay, we are going to put our captives into captivity. Okay, we are going to slay our enemies with the edge of the sword. But once again, we're going to have spiritual power. Alright, so with that, I'm going to give all the praise, all the honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakah Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.